Welcome back, guys, to episode 5 of Husking It. I'm Bryan Mendoza, your host, and I'm joined by my lovely friend and peer, auntie, my lovely auntie.
Don't do that. Oh, is this the part I introduce myself? Okay,
Yes.
guys, my name is Olivia. I'm from South Africa, born and raised in Johannesburg, then moved to Cape Town because of career and love. Yes, I ended up getting married to my best friend. Then we bought a house in Cape Town.
Okay. So you're from Cape Town. You're based in Cape Town now.
Full time.
So what are you doing? What are you doing here now in Scottsbluff, Nebraska?
I think it's mainly chasing the dream. It never stops. Because I was in the aviation for so long, but I got tired. Now, my love was always in the health, but me trying to get a shortcut, which didn't work. I ended up in the aviation with. So I love taking care of people, so I've decided to venture in the nursing industry.
Okay. Since when do you think you had that calling that, hey, the medical professions is for me?
I've always had the calling. It's just a matter of when you are young, you like to explore other things other than what, like, it's a normal set of goal that when you finish high school, you want to be a doctor or a nurse or something. So it was one of the dreams I kept aside. But now with time, I was like, I don't want to retire in the aviation. I decided, you know what, I want to be in a more stable industry, which I feel like health was the one for me.
And how has that transition been?
The transition, it's amazing and funny because I'm not doing it at home. I'm here in the US, having to learn a lot about different cultures and everybody, which was interesting. Me from Cape Town, and I found myself in Scottsbluff, Nebraska.
And then just to touch up on that a little bit, how's that switch been coming from, one of the biggest cities into one of the biggest cities in the Panhandle, biggest towns?
It's a city. Just put it as a city. So what happened is when I came here, I'll actually tell you a joke. I packed some bikini, but when I got here, they told me there's not even a beach. It's a lake. That's how it has been. So me being from a big town, by the beach and all that, and skyscrapers, and coming to Nebraska, it was like, what? I felt like I'm going home to my dad's village in another country.
No way.
Yes, way. I'm telling you. Yes, way. So it was like a culture shock for me. A lot of things, like, firstly, the roads, totally different from what I expected, which was one thing I needed to navigate on. The fact that you guys drive the opposite as us.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh.
So it was one of the things, and the matrix that you guys are different from the rest of the world, it's another thing. But other than that, the people made it feel at home, away from home. So that's what matters.
Okay, good. And so we mentioned earlier that you're doing the medical route now. Do you want to? What exactly are you studying for, or what's your kind of like? What's the big picture?
I'm currently doing an associate degree in nursing. So the bigger picture is me obtaining a BSN in nursing. And because I love working with older people and anything maternal as well, I'm still stuck between the two, whether I'll be in the maternal side, because I love both sides. Don't know if I'll be okay taking care of babies in a way because they're cute and all that, but I'm enjoying. Currently I'm working with elderly people and I'm enjoying that space, taking care of them and all that.
And so for somebody like me who doesn't know anything about that kind of world, what are these two phases you're talking about, like the maternal care and like the elderly care?
Okay, maternal care is basically somebody who's about to be a mother, like helping them on the journey of being a mother and everything. from the point of you conceiving and all that, taking you through the journey until having the baby, and also making sure that you do your follow-ups after having the baby, that's actually quite interesting. But also on the other hand, I've tend to see that I enjoy more helping elderly, especially the fact that it's different now, because now on the maternal side you're looking at a new life, on the other side you're looking at this advanced old, I don't want to say old man, it sounds somehow, let's just say
Elderly people.
advanced elderly people who are like at a point where they feel that it's over, it's the end of it, but uh, not knowing that it's not the end of it, it's like that time for them to enjoy the moment that they have on this earth. So we just try and help them transition to the new phase of, okay, I'm at this age, what can I do? There's a lot of things you can do other than thinking that, okay, now you're gonna die and all that.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna say much about what I enjoy in the nursing home, because a lot of people would think it's nasty. But I'll just give a hint. It's like more of that route of taking care of old elderly people with sores and everything. That's the part I enjoy.
Okay. So kind of like it's
Good-
two
good
different
care.
phases of care, but then at the same time it's two different life stages. I think if I'm understanding correctly, it's early life for families, and then it could be like end of stage life,
Yes.
and you're kind of stuck in between.
Yes, I'm stuck in between. Maybe it's because I'm a mother of two, and I've experienced that part of becoming a mother, and I feel I should share my experience as well. Then again, and I see the need of me looking after the elderly as well, because most of people tend to think, they are old, they're just gonna die, which is not about that. It's about them spending more time reminiscing about the things that they went through in their life and the lives that they've touched and the changes that they've made in this earth. So
Yeah. And then I think that's something too I really enjoy. I really like talking to like elderly people, older people, and hearing their stories. It's just something
Yes.
wonderful. And so I can't imagine how that feels, but
it's quite nice. Sometimes it's challenging. And how is it challenging then? Because of you make relationship with them, you become friends, then there comes the sad moment when you have to lose them. Then you start realizing, oh, actually, this person was my friend in a way. Because there's a lot of them that I look at them and I tell them my story and they tell me their stories and I take advice from them. And the next thing you wake up and you hear this person is no more. It's another thing.
how do you kind of like deal with that, or how do you have a way of working through that?
Okay, let me put it this way. Okay, I don't know, just being safe and all that, not violating HIPAA and everything.
Yes.
The first, how can I put it? I had to do a postmortem care on one of the people that I liked as a resident, which really, at that moment, it broke me. But I couldn't cry and anything. I just had to hold it. But I took like a 30 minutes time out just to be by myself and face the fact that this person, I won't see them again. I won't hear their jokes again. There's nobody's gonna be scaring me before, like when I enter their room and all that. Yeah, it's hard, but you just need to take time because we're human. If you want to take a break, 30 minutes break and cry, take it and go and cry. We are normal. We are all human. Yes, we nurses, but at the end of the day, we're human beings. We have feelings. We are allowed to feel emotions.
Beforehand, did you have any like experience in that, or is this all like new?
Yes, I had experience back home because I used to volunteer in one of the local nursing homes. And again, I had a major personal experience when I had to take care of one of my mom's best friend who had cancer, and she did recover and all that. That right there made me realize, okay, I'm actually good at this. Maybe this is my calling. And also again having to lose my best friend on more like a similar situation, I felt bad because I was not there. Like, the feeling of maybe if I was a nurse, I could have helped. It's one of those like guilt that I had, and the fact that I was far away from her and knowing what she went through. That's the kind of thing that really pushed me to do the nursing thing.
Okay. Well, that's very noble of you. I really commend you for that. And so ever since you were young, you kind of had that idea, like maybe nursing's for me, you said?
It was at the back. Actually, it was not nursing, it was medicine.
Medicine.
But because medicine requires a lot of studying and calculations, and I'm not a fan of calculator, hell no. So I had to go the other route, which I felt nursing is close by.
What led you to want to come to Nebraska?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. So here's the thing. In high school, I did tourism, like a general, we call it general stream, whereby I studied geography, tourism, and math and all that. So I didn't have any science background. So for me to get into the nursing in my country, it meant I have to go back to high school and do all those sciences classes. Then I decided to make more researches. Then I found out about 4 schools, in fact, here. And all the administrators told me that you don't have to have like science, because they're going to have something called like prerequisites, which I can take. Then they'll push me further to get into the nursing program. And I thought, okay, that's actually a good idea, because if I can do that in 5 months, than having to do that in a year in my country, which is going to be like a year for me to do that. And I didn't see myself going to high school and studying all over. Hell no. So that was the whole idea. When I came, I did the prereqs, then I passed, I got into the nursing program, which worked. And I felt like it's way quicker compared to me doing it back home, because back home it's like 4 years. Here it's like 2 years. Then probably like, it depends on the pace that a person takes, like a year of prerequisites. With me, I did 6 months of prereqs.
Okay, so pretty streamlined, a lot more easy accessible here versus back home.
Correct.
Okay, and then you mentioned you have your beautiful family back home. How was that kind of stepping away and coming over here, or telling? How was, I don't, if you don't mind, how was that like conversation telling my cousin your son? Or even talking with your husband about it?
He actually had, here's the thing. He told me that growing up, he always wanted to marry a nurse.
No way.
I swear. Even the siblings, the sisters, and the mother told me the same thing. So when I told them that I actually got into the nursing school, they were all shocked, because he always had this dream that he's going to marry a nurse and everything. And I'm like, oh, really? Unfortunately, I'm in the aviation. So when I told him, he was like, okay, I guess everything that I had, it's aligning. So here's the thing. Now I'm telling him that I found a school. He's thinking I found a school back home. It's like, wait, in the US? He's like, and I'm like, yes, in the US. And he goes like, oh, okay. Give me the reason why the US. And I told him that it's way quicker for me than doing it at home, because at home I need to go to high school and finish, in fact, not even finish, and start like the whole classes, and I'm not ready for that. So the US, they can help me with that. It's like, okay, it's a good idea. But I noticed it had a huge impact on my kids, especially the youngest one, because mind you, when I decided to leave, which was last year in August, he was only 2 years old, the youngest one. He didn't understand much, but you could tell that he understand that, okay, we're at the airport now, we're saying goodbyes, and this woman is going away, I'm not coming back with her. situation. Then my eldest son, he was okay because he's close to the dad. He didn't even care much. But after like 3-4 months, reality started kicking into everybody, even me, especially them, because they were like, when are you coming home and all that. Then I had to explain to them, this is why I can't come home. Then for me, it was the loneliness because I'm used to having my kids and family. Now I'm in this school, in a dorm, trying to navigate my way. Then when I'm alone, I feel like I just miss them. The honeymoon phase, it's off now. Like I'm by myself. So the only thing I could do is to meet new people like you. So it's to meet new people, try and be out there, not to think a lot, which really helped because I've met a lot of students from different countries, Americans, Nigeria, Ghana, Zimbabwe, which helped because at the end of the day, we won. That's it.
I remember when I first came out here, I was like, I would sit by myself. I wouldn't talk to anybody. But once I started opening up,
Then you never stop.
and then I never stopped. I never closed up again. But yeah, so that was a struggle for me because I'm not. I don't think I'm like very open. No, like hello everybody. I was like in elementary school, but then I stopped, and then I had to like retrain that and be like hello, and there's still some days where I'm like, I'm just in my zone. I don't want to interact with anybody.
In your zone since when?
I don't know. Like there's some days where I'm like, no,
I need to see that day.
Head down. And then I try to like still say hi and stuff. But yeah, you came here. You met new friends. You kind of made your own community. How has that been?
That has been amazing. I've got the biggest family in this. As small as Scottsbluff is, firstly, I would call my church my family. Then my close friends, which is a lot of them. I don't want to mention names because if I mention others
and you forget one
and forget the one, they're gonna come for me. Yep. So let me not mention, but you guys know yourself, and I love you. So that really helped, and my church plays a huge role. Like, you know, every time when you go to a different country, the easier way to meet people and feel at home, it's church. I joined the choir, by the way, at church.
Oh, yep.
Yes.
Good.
So when I joined the choir, I had an opportunity to meet a lot of people, which is nice. They are now my family. And also you are my family.
Okay, good. I was starting to worry.
Oh, so okay. Also you, Bryan.
Okay, good. Singing with you guys in the church has been a lot of fun, and I really appreciate it.
When last did you come to church?
I went on Wednesday. I went to the rehearsals.
And Sunday.
And then Sunday, I fell asleep through my alarm. But that's neither here nor there.
I'm not gonna judge because I didn't make it as well.
No way. We are family.
We are still family.
Okay. And so how has traveling back home been? Has it been I imagine it's been tough.
In what way?
Tricky. Like it's not as easy as saying, okay, I'm going to go back home for the weekend type of thing.
Yes, talk about that. You know, like I always say, if they were to say home, it's like around the corner, California. By now, you wouldn't see me in this door at all. But now, unfortunately, I have to take how many flights to get home? A lot. And the fact that the exchange rate, it's not funny. Flights are like expensive. And when I tell people that I'm not coming home like for Christmas this year, they think, oh, she doesn't want to come because she's in the US. No, guys. It's like 60,000 rents return flight for me to visit for 3 weeks, which doesn't make sense. That's it.
Yeah, flights are really expensive and they are really tricky, especially during the holidays. How have you kind of battled that or kind of managed that feeling of okay, I know I'm not going to go home, or oh, I'm going to try not to go home, or like how do you deal with it yourself?
Get yourself preoccupied with activities. don't be locked out at your room. Plan some short trips around Nebraska. Don't laugh. Yes, so what I've decided, but I'll be working when I'm off, I'm gonna try and just take a road trip and see places, because there's nothing I can do or change the situation. You in a foreign country, don't isolate yourself. Meet people, go out, try new things, try new food out there. Like the other time we went and tried Mexican food, because the one that I had was not decent. You had to take me to a proper like Mexican food, which is an ideal. So like I tend to say to people, if you are far away from home, get yourself busy, because if you're not doing anything, you're gonna think about home a lot. And also stay in touch with family. Another thing that I do, I always stick on YouTube, watch shows and podcasts back home just to get me updated. And if I feel like I miss home, then if I watch this podcast, oh, definitely. Oh, a vlog helps.
Okay.
Because there's a particular vlogger that I love, Lerato Mumalo. Shout out to her.
Okay, shout out.
She always take me home whenever she's doing the whole vlogging, because I'll be like seeing places and I'm like, oh my goodness, I should have been here, but it's fine. I'm stuck here in Scottsbluff for now. Very soon, about to leave.
And so, touching up on that, what are
My plans.
your plans, your goals? Let's say future you watches this video back and you can be like, oh wow, I thought I was going to do that, but I did this. Or, oh wow, I actually ended up doing this.
I do not live on plans. Because I might decide to say I'll be in the US in the next 2 years. The next thing, being Olivia, who loves to travel, I might end up, you find me in Canada, or even end up finding me in China. So that's me. Like, for now, this is working for me. But what I've realized is what's gonna work for me is to be next to my family. So if my family could come this side, and I'll be this side. If they can't, I need to go back home or find a country that works for us. That's it.
And then just to briefly touch on that, how is like the transition period? So like studying here, is it easy to transfer over? So if you wanted to go back home, is it easy or is it hard, or is it they're like, oh, but that's a US degree, so it doesn't count as much?
It does count. It's not easy, but it's doable. But as for me, I don't think I'll go back home and study back home. No,
I mean like you finish your degree here.
Yes, to
and
work.
You go back home. Can you work, or do you need to go back to school?
Definitely going back home. I'm opening a clinic. I'm not going to work.
Okay, good. Maybe you can hire me.
I'm not gonna hire you. You're gonna be part of the team.
Okay, good.
So you are not hired. You're part of the team. You're part of the investors.
Okay, let's get that in writing.
There's a recording, so you can hold me to it.
Okay, good.
So my future goals for like back home, my biggest goal is to open like a clinic back home at my dad's village. Not any clinic. Like, I want people to have access of medicine and service, because when I look at where he's coming from, there's like, how many clinics I can count in that place? It's probably 1 in Minga, 2 in his village, 3 in another place, which is it's not enough. It's not enough for the population that they have, because you even see people from different parts of Limpopo coming there, and also we do have people from Zimbabwe coming there. So for me, I believe that the government should invest more in clinics, infrastructures, especially in the rural side of it. So that's my goal. That's my ultimate goal, owning a clinic under my name.
Okay, cool. Let me check my camera. I think but yeah, that's really cool. I hope that's possible. I hope you I believe in you. I know you can do it if that's what you're going to do.
It's going to happen.
If that's in the stars for you.
It's going to happen.
And And so, just really quick, I guess, if let's say a younger version of you was watching the video right now, do you have any advice for them? Somebody that's trying to get into the medical field right now, what advice would you give them? Or somebody even coming from like South Africa to the U.S. or somebody coming from outside of the U.S. to here, like, do you have any advice?
First thing first, I would say never doubt yourself. The sky is the limit. That's firstly. And if I could do it, anyone else can. Me, just a young girl from Johannesburg, then I ended up in the US. If I was like, I think, how old am I now? I don't know. But if I was like 15, I wouldn't have thought of me being in the USA, sitting across you and all that. But one thing I've learned is that education is the best key that can open any doors for anybody. And whoever wants to get into the health industry, child, study, get the grades, pass, apply. And there's so many opportunities out there. It's just that people don't tend to share information. Go on YouTube, research about schools in the US, schools in UK. It's before I came here, I was not even planning to study here. I looked schools in UK and Canada, but this was like the best option and the best offer I got here compared to the other countries. There's so many schools. Just use the technology that we have. Like, we have resources. Use it for the right reasons. Like, there's YouTube. People share information about schools that you can get in from South Africa or Nigeria or Ghana, wherever. And they tell you and advise you what you need. So I'm going to tell you for free. If you are looking to study outside, do it. Don't be scared. And yes, it might be expensive, your first semester or whatever, but there's scholarships, guys. There's scholarships, opportunities out there for you to continue your studies. So why not?
Yeah, that's kind of like part of the reason me and my brother, he started it because he wanted to talk to people, but also kind of like spread information, spread the wealth, spread knowledge. Like you just said, there people know a lot of stuff, but they don't really like
use it for the right thing.
They don't spread it out. They don't like spread the knowledge.
Exactly.
And so like right now, like you just said, like maybe, who knows, maybe there'll be one person who'll watch the video and be like, whoa, I could do that too. Yes. Hopefully, knock on wood. And then that's part of the mission. That's half the battle.
Yes, because I've tend to watch a lot of people advising on how to study abroad and everything. And 90% of the people, like, they will share a brief and they'll be like, follow me to get more information. Do this. Come on, just get to the point. Just give the information out. Or they'll tell you, like this for more information. Text this for more information. Guys, use YouTube. You can actually go on YouTube and Google schools or that can take you from whatever country that you are in. You'll see people like you guys sharing information, then they'll tell you which schools you can apply in according to the country that you are from. So for me, it's all about sharing, it's caring.
Oh yeah, I think you might have mentioned it, but just how long have you been here in Scottsbluff?
It's been a year. We're in December. August, September, October, November. It's been a year and 4 months. I'm in the US. I'm still feeling like I'm not in the US. Yeah, it's been a year, 4 months. I like it. I don't love it. I'm going to be honest. I haven't got to the point where I can say I love it. I like it. It's okay. It's decent. It's safe, especially Scottsbluff. Yes, I know some people will think Scottsbluff. Now, for me, I feel it's safe. As long as there's no shootings and everything, yeah, it's safe. So I love it, and the people, they are more family orientated. That's what I've picked up in Scottsbluff, and it's a good thing that I started coming to the US and I got into Scottsbluff. Maybe I would have been into a bigger city and still felt like, you know what, this feels like I'm still in Cape Town. Yet. So I was like, I need to change something different. This worked.
Alrighty, Auntie. So I think I pretty much hit everything I wanted to touch on. Thank you very much for coming on the show. I really appreciate it. Do you want to shout yourself out? Any socials? Go
My
ahead.
socials?
Or
Hell no. Let me see.
shout out your social media, whatever you
If
want.
you want to learn more, probably. Here's the thing. I haven't had time to do, like I always told you, I wanted to do like a vlog. I haven't had time because I'm in the nursing program. It's not easy, guys. So basically, I'm gonna try as much as I can to share more information on how people can apply for schools outside.
Okay.
Then, if you want to know more, please check out my TikTok channel, which is Olicious, because I know you like Olicious.
Auntie Olicious.
Olicious25. That's where you can find me. Or on Instagram, it's Olicious25. That's where you can find me. Or either on YouTube, look at Olicious25 Gabi48. That's where you can find me. Pretty soon I'll be sharing tips on how to apply abroad if you're back home in Africa. It doesn't matter whether South Africa or Nigeria. I'll try and share as much as information that I know and I have, and also scholarship from different schools that they offer, which I feel like people should know.
Okay, thank you very much. I'll make sure to put them in the links for the video I upload. So make sure to send those to me. But yeah, thank you very much for coming on to the show.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you guys. Don't forget
Presenting
to check out our other videos. Like, punch that subscribe button, get boogie, and yeah.
Much love from us.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you, Auntie.
This feels professional.
Well, yeah, I hope so. And then now I'm gonna stop.
Like a lot of
Olivia.
editing.
But yeah, did you have fun?
It was fun.
Okay, good. Good, because I had a lot of plans.